Which Republicans are going to run for president in 2028? Yeah, Steve Bannon said that Trump's going to get a third term. Donald Trump has said he wants to run for a third term, that the people would reelect him overwhelmingly for a third term. It's unconstitutional for him to be elected to a third term, 22nd Amendment. Then he said he's not eligible to run again, yada, yada. So who the hell knows what he's going to do? Kristi Noem, DHS secretary, she's going to run. That's why she's trying to get her numbers up for deportations. I think Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to run. That's why she's bucking the Republican Party. Tucker Carlson, I think, is going to run for president. The two most obvious people are Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, and Vice President J.D. Vance, aficionado of fine living room furniture. However, they can't start running yet because they're in this administration. And Donald Trump has kind of said publicly he wants to run for a third term. And his supporters want him to run for a third term. How can they announce their candidacies while they're in the administration doing this stuff? And J.D. Vance can't go anywhere. Marco Rubio could resign, but he's got more power than he's ever had in his entire life. He's not going to walk away from that. He's running like 4 federal agencies right now. He's doing Secretary of State. I think he's in charge of the ATF. He's got like 4 things in his portfolio. And so, because it's going to start, the 2028 campaign for the Republican nomination for president is going to start at some point within the next 6 months. And it's going to start with Kristi Noem, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tucker Carlson. They're going to start campaigning, even if they don't outright say, I'm running for president in 2028. They're going to start campaigning. And they're going to start making it clear that they're running. Marco Rubio and J.D. Vance can't do that. Even if Donald Trump were to come out and say unequivocally, as Joe Biden should have done after the 2022 midterms, I am not running for president next cycle. Absent that, they can't start campaigning. And it's going to be fun watching them just twist and wait. Because by the time they're able to do that, it might be too late.